My wife and I went on a short-term trip to Ecuador to just do community building there in a small town on the coast. And it was the first time I'd ever spent any amount of time serving someone besides myself. And not only that, it brought us serving other people together, brought like this unity to our very young marriage. We got married when we were 19 years old. And I was in the military, I was an Army Ranger. And so I'd gotten out, we went to this trip, we came back just so unified, our worldview blown up and different. And we were like, man, I mean, this is great, maybe we should just be missionaries. Not knowing anything about what that meant. And so we were a part of this large mega church at the time, and so we set up a meeting with the global outreach pastor, and we thought he was just gonna be thrilled. Like these 22-year-olds coming in to him, and so we get into the office, we told him how our lives have been changed by this experience, and we said, we want to be missionaries. And he paused for a moment, and he smiled briefly, and he said, that's what everybody says when they get back from a mission trip. And he said, you say you want to go and serve the nations in this way. He's like, what are you doing where you are now? Like, what does that heart look like where you are now? And we just had to hang our heads because the answer was, we're not doing anything. And so he said, how about this? How about you start to try to find ways to give this act of service where you are right now, and then next year, maybe go back again, and then we'll have another conversation. I'm thinking a year, man, like I'm telling you, I'm ready to move like next week. So there's a lot of wisdom in that, but that started us on a long process of internal work. Like, is this really what we want, or is this, us trying to escape something or go somewhere that's just different and cool and adventurous? And I'm sure there's elements of all of that, but God will trick you in those ways too. Like He'll use like whatever you're excited about to take you to the kind of the next step.